Today I'm going to do something a little different, and this is going to be income projection, but I'm going to include taxes. This is after tax income because this is something that most people have been asking, what are the taxes? So we're going to dig deeper. Three main reasons why you should invest in MSTR today. These are hidden gem reasons. YieldMax MSTR Option Income Strategy ETF, MSTY. For the past month or so, there's been so much volatility in the stock market. And of course, MSTR was affected. I want to show you here 5 days has returned about negative 13%. 1 month has returned negative 24%. 6 months has returned negative 13%. Year to date has returned negative 23%. 1 year has returned negative 15%. 5 years has returned 1.32%. Of course, this ETF hasn't been out for 5 years, but this is just maxed. Let me remind you, this is just a price return, doesn't include all distributions that you have received. If we include all distributions, your return is over 100%. I'm going to show you in a bit. If you invested $10,000 from when this ETF was incepted, your $10,000 by November 20th, 2024 would have been 41,361, and that was return of 314%. And market corrected a little bit, so it went down. By now, your portfolio would only be 26,868, and that's return of 170. Still, you're up overall. Now we know MSTY has triple your capital since you invested. I'm going to give you three main reasons why you should buy. I'm going to start with reason number one. This is hidden gem price analysis. When you want to buy any of these YieldMax ETFs, especially single stock ETF, in this case MSTY, which does right call on MicroStrategy Incorporated. This is a stock that MSTY has exposure to. So you got to look at this stock itself and know what's the price projection of this stock, because if this stock does well, MSTY, your ETF was going to do well. If it does horrible, of course, your ETF also is going to do horribly. Now I'm going to give a deep analysis of MSTR, MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy within 1 month has returned negative 23, 6 months has returned 93%. Year to date has returned negative 11%. 1 year has returned 165. 5 years has returned 1,790. And since he came to the market, has returned 3,095%. As you can see, this stock has massive return. Lately, of course, has been going down. But even though this stock has returned this much, if we look at 1 year target estimate, it's 513. So that's 100% return from the price of today. Meaning if it does double from where it is right now, if you are holding MSTY, your MSTY will double or even 90%, but also you're going to receive distribution while you're holding the ETF. I didn't want to stop here. I went further to look at the website. Technical analysis is a strong sell because there's been a lot of selling. Analyst sentiments is a strong buy. Price target is 513. That's 100% return. But there's another information here, fair value. What's fair value? This is an estimate of a stock to price based on a valuation model like a discounted cash flow, peer valuation multiples, and dividend discount model. If we go with the fair value metric, you will lose 16% if you buy this stock today. Now for me, I'm going to look at risk and reward. Risk, I'm going to lose 16% if I invested today. But reward, I'm going to get over 100%. I divide it in the middle. So I know if I invest in this stock, I'm getting at least my money is going to be flat or I'm going to get about 50%. But we are talking about MSTY here. MSTY is a ETF that pays cash. You're going to make a lot of money. Even though your ETF, let's say, for example, it goes down to 16%, you will make more than 60% in dividends. I didn't stop there. I came to another website to look at different analysts, what their projection for this stock, which is MSTR. So price target is 382. And that's upside of 49.59% or about 50%. what I get from all these analysts is that this stock is going to go up. Meaning, if I buy MSTY today, which is an ETF that tracks this stock, I'm looking at a huge return. Just bonus information for people who don't know. MicroStrategy Incorporated, together with its subsidiaries, provide artificial intelligence-powered enterprise analytics software and services in the United States, Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and internationally. So it's a worldwide company. It doesn't provide services to United States only, but internationally, and that's very important. But I think the biggest client is the United States government. Industry is software application. IPO'd that it came to public market was June 11, 1998. Stock exchange. It trades on the NASDAQ. Sector is technology. It employs 1,534 and ticker symbol is MSTR. Earning and revenue. Revenue is up and earning is down. That's from 2020 to 2024. Analyst forecasts, according to 10 analysts, the average rating for MSTR stock is a strong buy. The 12 months stock price forecast is 382, which is an increase of 49.59% from the latest price. Analyst consensus is a buy. Out of all these 10 analysts who have a strong buy suggestion, none of them said a strong sell or hold. 5 of them say is a buy, and 5 of them say is a strong buy. That's a reason and hidden gem number 1. Now let's go to number 2. Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies rally as a Trump announces a U.S. crypto reserve. Cryptocurrency rallies Sundays after U.S. President Donald Trump made good on his campaign promise to start a U.S. crypto reserve. Trump said in a post on Truth Social that the reserve will include Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano. After that announcement, all major crypto went up. Bitcoin went 7%. Cardano went about 59%. Ethereum 9.87%. XRP 23.87%. Solana 18%. US government having a reserve on a crypto, this is a huge news because what it's going to do is to cement a cryptocurrency as very legitimate, and this is not going to go away. It shows that the crypto is here to stay. Even if another administration comes and they're going to be, let's say, less favorable to cryptos, they're not going to change anything. Once the reserve is being established, that's it. Government doesn't get rid of things that easy. That's a reason and hidden gem number 2. Now let's go to the third and the final one, and this is going to be on income projection. YieldMax MSTR option income strategy. Distribution rate right now is 130. This fund was incepted on February 21st, 2024. Traded on New York Stock Exchange. Management expense ratio is 0.99. Net asset is $2 billion right now. Performance since inception, MSTY NAV is 259 and MSTY market price has returned 252%. You'd have more than double your money if you invested from beginning. But if you buy this ETF when it was higher at $40, then you might have lost money. The reason and hidden gem number 3 is an income. Since inception, YieldMax MSTR option income strategy ETF MSTY has paid $2.89 and altogether I paid $31.81. If you add that to the price of today, you are getting $51.92. So imagine if you invested at $20, that means you've gotten $31 more than your original price. MSTY current price of 2011, using recently paid distribution of $2.02, that's annual yield of 121%. But if we take average distribution of $2.89, that's going to give us annual yield of 172. Regardless what yield you're going to use here on your math, you're still getting a lot of money. 121% is a lot. 172, that's even more. So income projection with the tax, this is going to be different. Here is our income projection for 2025 using our average distribution of $2.89. Invested $25,000, you're getting annual income of $43,113. Federal income tax rate for this amount is going to be 12%, and that's going to give you after tax income of $37,939. If you invested $50,000, your annual income is 89,226. Federal income tax rate is 22% for that income, and that's 67,256. 75,000 is gonna get you 129, and that's federal rate tax of 24%. After tax, you're still getting 98,000. So imagine if you invested only $75,000 with the price of today and the distribution as they've been paying, you will be able to retire with just 75,000. Because if you are getting 98,000, I don't know what kind of lifestyle you live, but this is going to be enough income for almost 80% of people. 100,000 invested is going to give you 14,371 monthly income or annual income of 172. You're going to pay 24% tax. That's a federal income tax rate for that amount of income. And after tax income, you're going to be 131. So we can stop there. We don't have to go further. The more you're making, your rate is going to increase from 250 all the way to 600,000. You're still paying only 35%. So if you invested 300,000, you're getting over $500,000. Your tax rate is only going to be 35%, and your take-home amount is going to be 336. This type of income, 336, that's like celebrity type of income. For most people who are watching this video are not going to make this much money, I'm assuming. And 500,000 is going to give you over 600,000, and that will increase your rate from 600,000 to $1 million and more is 37. Disclaimer, the tax rate I just showed you, this is just a guidance. I'm not a tax expert. So if you invest in this ETF and you want to know exactly how much you're going to pay, make sure you consult with a tax expert. The rate I showed you, I just got those ones from bankrate.com, and this is a chart I got from 0 to 11,000, which is going to give you only 10%, all the way to 37% if you're making more than 600,000. And by the way, this is just a federal income rate. It has nothing to do with the state. So I don't know where you live, which state you're living, and that's going to be different type of income. And there's a different rate for different situation. For example, here there's a head of household, married filing jointly, or qualifying widow, married filing separately. So there are two different. Again, make sure you consult your tax expert or CPA. And again, tax is very complex because there are different situations where some people invest in the corporation account or taxable account or tax-free accounts. So if you invest in tax-free account, you're not going to pay any taxes. I do a lot of research in these videos, and I do pay for this website that I'm showing you to get more data analysis. So I would really appreciate if you are going to subscribe, like this video, and also share with someone who you think this video might help. And if you want to go even further, you can do a thanks button there. I appreciate you watching this video. And that's all I have for today. I'll catch you on next video. Bye-bye.